someone?
Yeah. I wish you had someone.
You're my girl. Craven!
How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 290. This is for Tuesday, February 2nd, 2010. For a lot of you, February 2nd, 2010 means one thing: Lost season premiere. And it's the final season. I'm a little excited. It's 2 hours, and I'm just excited. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if they're gonna, how it's gonna wrap up, or if they're gonna be able to answer all of my questions. But I'm very excited to see if they can, and how this season's going to turn out. I have high hopes for it, so you have that. Also, if you've noticed and been watching my channel over the past 289 episodes, you notice that I kind of changed the format a little bit in the last episode, and I'm going to try to continue to do that. I've been getting some pretty positive feedback about throwing in little clips of the trailer of the film that I'm going to be reviewing. So I'm gonna start doing that. However, if you prefer the old way, let me know. If you like this new way, let me know. Or if it doesn't matter to you either way, and you just like seeing this beautiful face right here, you just let me know. The film I'm gonna be reviewing for you guys today, though, is Edge of Darkness. Edge of Darkness is directed by Martin Campbell, who is the guy who basically successfully re-energized the Bond franchise with Casino Royale, and it's also co-written by William Monahan. He's one of the writers who is the Academy Award winning screenwriter for The Departed, and it stars Mel Gibson. You know him, you love him, you hate him, maybe, I don't know. Ray Winston and Danny Houston, but it's basically Mel Gibson's movie. Edge of Darkness is basically the story about a Boston police detective named Thomas Craven, whose daughter Emma comes home to see him. Her nose starts bleeding, she's vomiting really randomly, something is up. She goes to the door, and right as they're about to leave, she gets shot and murdered right in front of Thomas Craven's eyes. He sets out to find out who did this and why, and some interesting revelations are made throughout the film. I think Edge of Darkness is basically two films in one. I think on one hand, you have the Mel Gibson getting revenge, shooting people at any cost, to get answers and trying to find out what happened. You get that Mel Gibson revenge movie, and you also get the mystery: why did Emma Craven die and not Thomas Craven? Was that intended? Was that an accident? What other things could have led to that? You get the kind of mystery thriller kind of a film. And for me personally, sitting down watching this film, I prefer the Mel Gibson revenge movie. I think I prefer seeing Mel Gibson look super intense with his eyes, punching out a driver through the door, kind of badass style that this movie had. The mystery and the thriller aspect of it I wasn't so much into, and here's a few reasons why. I think that the revelations that are made throughout the film as to why Emma Craven died, and maybe things that happened surrounding her death, I think it suffers from the same problem that I think a film like State of Play, which is ironic because both State of Play and Edge of Darkness were both based on BBC miniseries, but I think that they both suffer from the fact that their explanations are a little too convoluted, and I don't think they necessarily need to be. I think by the end of this film, most people should understand what happened and why, but I think the steps leading up to that final explanation a little too convoluted, and there's a little too much information thrown at you in certain scenes. Also, the pacing of this film is a little clunky at times to me. I think the final half hour of this film really works, and I was kind of on the edge of my seat, really excited to see how this was going to conclude. But there's a lot of moments where there's a lot of just dialogue and talking, and it's not particularly interesting dialogue. It's just them sitting down and talking. But the scenes with Mel Gibson being kind of a badass, the scenes that you've seen in the trailer of, you have to decide whether you're hammering in the nails or hanging on the cross or banging in the nails, that sort of thing. I'm all for that. The mystery thriller aspect of this movie kind of turned me off a little bit, but not enough to completely dismiss it. I think it's a fairly entertaining time at the movies, and I think Mel Gibson gives the performances that you've come to expect from him from films like Ransom and Payback, where you just see this intense anger just in his eyes, and I think his age kind of works well because you can see all of his wrinkles in his face, and and that sort of thing. But I give the Edge of Darkness, excuse me. I don't like the title, by the way. I'm just gonna say it. That's a random nitpick, but it's a weird title to me. I think they should have changed it. I give Edge of Darkness a 3.5 out of 5. I don't think you'll go wrong if you were wanting to see this film. I think you'll be pretty entertained and pretty, you'll thoroughly enjoy it, I think, for the most part. Also, I wanted to say Ray Winstone almost steals the show from Mel Gibson, in my opinion. I think he has this kind of brooding British badass quality to him that's really awesome. He drinks out in public, just staring out at the marina. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.